Hi, welcome to the Retirement Fingerprint Minute. I'm Brian Levy from BML Wealth Management. And today we're excited to share with you the topic of inflation. What we really want to talk about is rising inflation and really what we're all seeing out there right now. When you think about what's going on at the grocery store, prices at the gas station, inflation is the highest it's been since the 80s, and it's impacting everybody. Like I said, at the gas pump, at the grocery store, housing prices, everything all together. And the real question is, since we haven't seen inflation like this in some time, the question is, how should we be considering our retirement portfolio and what can we do in terms of planning to prepare ourselves? So one of the areas that we talk about a lot with our clients is the concept of bucketing and putting the investments in different buckets, having enough in the safety bucket for your emergency fund, having enough in the conservative bucket for your day-to-day living expenses, and then having enough in the growth bucket for the future purchasing power decline that you're going to have. In other words, have enough in the growth bucket to combat the type of inflation that we're going to see. A big mistake is relying upon conservative assets to outpace inflation and keep up with inflation. And you need to ask yourself or ask your professionals, what type of asset classes correlate or positively go up when inflation goes up, and what asset classes are not correlated to inflation, to know how you should be positioning your retirement funds. I'm not a big fan of budgets and budgeting, but I am a big fan of having a spending plan, or at least an idea of, in a given year or a given month, how much you spend. And that could be your basic living expenses, plus a travel fund, plus helping out the grandkids, but having an idea of what it would be for you just to live your comfortable lifestyle. Once you have that down, then it really comes down to building a plan and actually looking at, hey, what do things look like 20 years from today, assuming conservative assumptions? And when you plug all of that, your spending plan, your investment returns that are conservative, and you look out 20 years, it'll give you a pretty good idea of the question that a lot of our clients want answered, which is, am I going to have enough? And so by doing that and then taking into consideration declining purchasing power or inflation, you're going to see that the $1 million today is not worth $1 million 20 years from today. So you got to adjust it for inflation, show your reduced purchasing power, and that should be a good indicator and tell you, based upon your overall retirement picture, am I going to have enough? So don't forget to take into account inflation, as well as all the other important areas of retirement planning: taxes, investments, your estate planning. All of it's important, but right now the topic for today is inflation. We hope you found this valuable, and we look forward to talking next week.